All right, today's video is all about using the right equipment for the right job. And as you can see, we've got a big one to take care of today. A little bit of edging and clean up of the sidewalk, but nothing too crazy, nothing I can't handle, right? I'm gonna use an electric edger and weed eater today. Not because I'm a fan of electric tools, but because that's probably the only thing that battery is gonna handle is one massive yard like this. Let's go ahead and get to it. Oh yeah, just to show, it's a full battery. We'll see how much it has when this is done. All right, so I've gotten a lot of questions lately about, hey, what are my thoughts on electric equipment, and would I buy it, would I use it? And for me, as a guy that's out doing this for my business and commercially, the answer's always been no. But I figured I would buy a unit and try it out. So this is actually a commercial, I don't want to say commercial, but it's made by a commercial company, and it's still meant more for homeowner use. But this is the attachment series, so I can have shrub trimmers and weed eater, edger, all that stuff. So I'll be able to try this out over a few videos and let you know what I think. But there are some downsides. Anytime with electric, you're dealing you're dealing with battery power, and really it seems like runtime's not really there. So for a commercial guy, one of your biggest concerns there would be, do I have enough battery to get done with the jobs I have for that day? So there's different options, like you can have converters in your truck and multiple batteries and stuff like that, but these batteries aren't cheap, and putting a converter system in your truck is not cheap. So the reality is, yeah, on the flip side, you save gas, but then you're dealing with the expensive batteries, and batteries don't last forever either. So, you know, to me, it's not a fair trade. I think that running gas for commercially, if you're going to ask me as far as for your business, would I go gas or electric? If I'm buying a new weeder and it's all I can afford, I'm going to go gas all day long. One, you're going to have a lot more power, and you got way more run time. So even if you run out of gas, you can fill back up real quick and you can finish out the day. So if you want to get to, say you're starting out and you're just mowing 1 or 2 yards, you might be able to get away with electric, but you're going to have an extra battery. But if you want to jump up and make some real money in the lawn industry, you're going to have to do a lot of volume. So that's going to mean you're going to need to be able to not run out of battery while you're out working. So if you want to cut, say, jump from that 2 lawns a day to 4, and then 8, and then from 8 to like 15, and then from 15 to 20, which you can do 20 lawns a day solo. I've done it many times. I think the highest I've done is like 27 lawns in a day, 26 lawns in a day by myself. And then my brother and I knocked out 32. And we could have hit 35 though, but we went ahead and called it a day. So, you know, it's totally possible. But I would go for gas, because this trimmer is pretty comparative on price with the gas unit that, you know, is also accepts attachments. So the head for the gas unit's like $300, and then you have to buy the attachments as well. So when it's all said and done, you're going to be probably about $600 in. But if you do that, you got the gas unit, you got a weed eater, you got an edger, you got shrub trimmers, you got, you know, a pole saw. If you get that series, you're good to make some good money in the lawn industry, and that would be the route that I would take as far as electric goes. Now, I have heard that shrub trimmers have they're there. They're doing pretty good. You get about an hour of run time on shrub trimmers, which for most jobs trimming bushes, an hour's decent. So if you had a couple batteries and only a few shrub trimming jobs for the day, that might be all right. And the weight, I've heard that the weight is a lot less. So I will try out some electric stuff over the next year, tell you my opinion on what I think. But as far as trimmers go for weed eaters, I'm going to say it's not quite there, but I'm still going to put it to use. We're going to try it out, and if it doesn't work at the end of it, I'll take a pickaxe to it. Or burn it. I don't know. Maybe give it away. Who knows? For somebody, it'd make a great trimmer. But for the crazy stuff that I do, guys, like I go out and I cut some wild ones on the YouTube. So in that situation, not so much. If you were cutting lawns every week, it probably wouldn't be too bad. But I did use the edger blade on an overgrown lawn, and it made it about 20 foot, and it dropped it down to like 50% battery. and it just was a very, very noticeable amount of power loss. So, you know, I kind of called it what it is, and I switched to an electric unit, but I'll show you that in another video. All right, that little job, brought it down to 50%. About all this thing can handle. Not that one. There we go. That's the right mower for the job. Massive yard requires a massive mower. Don't try telling me you can get more efficient than that. I just won't believe you. Look at that. Yeah. Now I gotta blow off this mess. This is a huge mess too. A mess this size, I need to get me an electric blower. Till then, I'll just have to deal with the 90-10. All right, let's get to it. Okay, I already know what some of you guys are gonna say. I could have push mowed that faster. It would have looked better if I push mowed it. You don't know. Look, company gives me access to a massive mower. You know I gotta find something super tiny to put it on. But seriously, this mower, pretty crazy. It can cut a lot of area real fast. Obviously, this is not where it's meant for. It's meant more for like parkways, large corner lots, a heavy route with larger properties. It's a cool mower for sure. What am I supposed to do? Whatever, you don't get it. I'm off to the next one. This is probably about as About as ridiculous as weed eating. Remember when I did the job for Mickey Mantle's property? Crazy. One of the biggest jobs I've ever done, man. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I gotta go. Oh yeah, hey, before I go, on a serious note, this is a random person. I have no idea who this is. I spent all of yesterday, well, I did cut one job yesterday for a video, and then I spent the rest of the day, several hours, going and knocking on properties, random doors of random homeowners or random renters. And I said, you know what, just let me come in and make a video. I'll cut your yard for free. You know what they said? A couple of them said no. A lot of them said yes. So you know what I'm doing? I'm going to be cutting a bunch of free yards this week, just for you guys. I appreciate it. If you enjoy that kind of content, me going out and gifting people, I do receive financial support through my videos, and that's what allows me to do that. Now, some of these are a little ridiculous. This is kind of a joke, but some of them that I take on, the people are really in a bad situation, hard up, and it helps them out a lot. And as small as a gift as it seems, it can really change somebody's day. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to do that. If you want to support me, all you got to do is give a thumbs up on the video. You know, share it out if you really like it. Subscribe or leave a comment. Subscribing really helps. It tells YouTube that, hey, I really like this channel, I want to see more of it, and then it pushes it out to more people. Also, I'm in a race with the Boring channel right now to see who gets to 100,000 subscribers. We passed 100,000. I mean, I'm in a race with the Boring channel to see who gets to 1 million subscribers first. And I'm gonna tell you, that guy on the Boring channel, he's pretty damn charismatic, and I don't know who's gonna get there first. So anyways, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't, go subscribe to the Boring channel too. That guy's pretty cool.